Hey friends, Lois with Ellie Grace's Attic, and I'm here today to show you how to make an easy Mardi Gras sign. Totally in character. I got my Mardi Gras shirt on thanks to my friend Sally at Made in China, and I've got some purple and gold earrings on courtesy of Tanya Lynn Creations. These are made out of little pieces of leather. Super cute. So I'm in Mardi Gras mode. So I made a Mardi Gras sign a couple weeks ago and shared that with you guys. And I thought, you know what kind of good Cajun girl would I be if I didn't make a Mardi Gras sign for my friends, right? So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna throw together, hopefully it turns out, right? This Mardi Gras door hanger for my own front door, but if you like it, we do have supplies to we have a couple of kits that are going to be available. You can get what I'm going to use today, and including the shipping for $25. You can get a kit to make this at home. If you can certainly gather all the supplies and do it yourself, but if you're like, hey, I want to make that, but I don't want to go to all the trouble of getting everything, let me do that for you. So we'll have just a couple of kits available that you can snag up, and I'll comment later on how you can do that. So we're going to make a Mardi Gras sign. Most of you, if you follow me for more than a minute, know I was born and raised in Louisiana. Go Tigers. And I've been celebrating Mardi Gras all my life, and I didn't realize until I moved to Alabama that it was such a huge tradition here as well. So yes, we love Mardi Gras, we love our king cakes, and so Mardi Gras season kicks off every year on January the 6th, which is also known as 12th night, 12 days after Christmas. It's also known as King's Day. That's where your king cake came from. Many different cultures celebrate with a type of king cake, and that just symbolizes the three wise men meeting baby Jesus. So January the 6th kicks off our Mardi Gras season, which is a season of revelry and Mardi Gras balls and all the things, and I know that looks totally different this year for my friends in Louisiana and around the nation. And then, of course, it culminates, Mardi Gras ends Fat Tuesday, which is the day before the Lenten season. So even though things look a little bit different, we're still going to get in the celebration mode with our little sign today. And I'm thinking, because you know we're transplants from Louisiana and we love our Louisiana food, we can't always find the same thing here in Alabama, so we just make our own. Same thing with king cakes. You can get those locally here, but it's not quite the same. So we do make our own king cake here in the East household. So if you think you want to know, I think I might make one and share it with you here in a couple of weeks. So we'll see how that looks. But if you've never had king cake, it's really easy to make at home. Super, super yummy. So I have in front of me a wood cutout. It's a mason jar. I thought this would be cute to work with today. This is actually left over from our Craft and Chow project that I did with my Craft and Chow membership group that we have. We do monthly crafts. If you are interested in that, send me a message and I'll put you on the waiting list, because we may have a special opportunity in the spring to jump on board in that. It usually only opens membership in June and December, but if you're interested, message me. So this was left over from one of those projects, and it's just been kind of hanging out, and I thought, you know what, this would be cute to make a Mardi Gras door hanger. So I've already painted the base white and the top gray for the lid, typical mason jar look. Now I hand cut this. I say hand cut, I used a jigsaw, but I cut it with my own two little hands. All I did was I printed out an outline of a mason jar and kind of used that as a guide and made mine a little bit bigger. And then I drew that onto my board. This is Luan plywood. It's a 1/8 of an inch thick. This is a great wood for door hangers. So I drew it on the wood and then cut it out with the jigsaw. Now if you don't have access to do that, these little wood cutouts, you can find wood cutouts in most craft departments nowadays. They're getting really popular. I know there are some shops on Etsy. If you get on Etsy and search wood cutouts, they'll pop up. And you could buy more specific things. Mostly in your craft departments, you're going to have really like hearts this time of year, flowers, that sort of thing. Sometimes when you start getting really specific, like mason jars, you may not be able to find them. That's more something you'll have to go to a specialty shop to get, but they're not expensive. This one is about 12 inches, and if you bought this, it would probably cost you $5 to $8. Not too bad. So, but you certainly don't have to use a mason jar. You can use a wood sign, a wood plank, whatever you want to do, whatever shape you have on hand. You could even use a canvas, would be cute to do this. But again, if you want to do what I'm doing, you can get that mason jar cut out, or you can get a kit from us. Alright, so I have that, and I've already painted the base just so it would be dry for us. And then I got on to my computer and I just printed out the words I want to use. Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. It doesn't get much more southern than that. And I have a piece of painter's tape on it. We're just going to kind of eyeball that. I'm going to put it in the center. Come up a little bit more. Like so. I'm going to tape it down in place. I've got a piece of carbon paper I'm going to put under here, and I'm just going to trace this on here, and that is going to be the lettering that we're going to paint here in just a second. Super easy way. If you don't have carbon paper, you could take a lead pencil, flip your design over, and on the back just scribble with your lead pencil and cover up the design on the back side. Turn it back over, tape it in place, and that lead will do the same thing this carbon paper is doing, and it will transfer your design to the wood. So super easy way to paint letters. Alright, then you just have to trace it on there. That takes a little bit of a minute. Probably should have did this before I went live, but I wanted to show you guys. Do y'all see that fly? I have a pesky fly that has somehow gotten in the house and is harassing me. All right. I'm trying to be quick. This process doesn't really take that long, but you want to be, and look, it's okay if you get off the template. You're just going for close. By the time we add the paint, it's not going to be the exact same, but it'll be close to that, and that's okay. Of course, you could certainly freehand this. I just wanted kind of a fun font, so I went ahead and just printed out a design that I liked. And then we're going to add some embellishments to it. Well, bless it, I forgot to turn my dryer off, so that thing's going in the background as well. All right. 2 more words, and then we're going to paint. All right. Let's talk about king cakes for a minute while I'm painting. A traditional king cake is usually not filled, believe it or not. A traditional king cake is just got cinnamon and sugar on the inside, like a cinnamon roll. And of course, there is a baby Jesus hidden inside. Some people, I think originally, and some people still do, instead of, you know, because back in the day, this tradition's been going on for several hundred years, they used a bean, and that represented baby Jesus. And of course, you put that in there right before you serve it, and then tradition says the person that gets the baby Jesus in their slice, they have to provide the next king cake for the party or for the group. And it's always a fun thing to get the baby Jesus. So last year I didn't have access. I'm gonna order it this year online to have baby Jesus for our king cake. We used a bean last year, and the kids just had fun with that. Actually, I take that back. That was the year before last. Last year, some sweet soul named Chelsea Saltzman, that's my daughter, our daughter, she actually sent us, she still lives back home in Louisiana, and she sent us a king cake from Missy's, which is one of our favorite places to get king cake in Louisiana. And we, oh my goodness, we enjoyed that so much. Thank you, Chelsea. All right. So yeah, traditional king cake just has cinnamon and sugar, but I will tell you, nowadays, or the way that I grew up, is they fill it from where back home in Louisiana, they fill it with ooey gooey goodness. My favorite is Bavarian cream, but they fill it with things like pecan praline and raspberry and strawberry or chocolate. It's just simply divine. All right. So we'll take that off. We've got our words on there, if you can see. We're going to go ahead and paint those on. And we'll add some little embellishments in there. I've got my little palette here. Get the paint on it. So yeah, we do love some king cake. Yum, yum, yum. All right, let me find my paint. Okay, let's make sure I had the right paintbrush. I was like, I probably should have been better prepared. All right. So now I'm just going to paint the letters. If you get a kit from me, it will come with the paint that you need, the cutout, the paint, and then the little embellishments. Turn that sideways so I don't put my hand in paint, which has happened more times than I care to say. I know that we are in full Valentine mode. You've seen me do several Valentine crafts, but Mardi Gras this year is February. It's right after Valentine's. The 16th, I believe. I want to say the 15th. I think it's the 16th. All right. Just getting this filled in. Y'all, that fly's about to drive me crazy. He's like right there in my peripheral vision. So if y'all are on here live, please hop on. Let me know where y'all are watching from, what y'all are doing today. If y'all are making anything crafty. Also, give us some likes, some love. All those things help us to be seen. Definitely share this with your friends, or I should say sprinkle. There are some words we're not supposed to say. Right. You'll see I am following the template I painted, but it's more of a guideline than anything. So I do have my hot glue gun. We're going to use hot glue gun on this, so that's, I think, do I have it on? Yes, it is on. All right. We got our happy painted. There we go. Of course, you can do any color you want. I chose to do black, and then because we're going to embellish with some other colors. So Alright, and this goes pretty fast once you get going. Hey kiddo. Alright, we're on our second word. You could certainly do this with vinyl, or if you had some stick-on letters you could put on here, which I do have, but I just thought it'd be fun to paint. I don't think I had the right size. So let me talk a minute about Craft and Chow. Like I said, I think we're going to maybe have a brief opening in the membership in the spring because of the interest that we've had, instead of waiting until June. We'll have a brief pop-up membership, and I'm thinking that's probably going to be in March. So if you are interested in Craft and Chow, what that is our monthly craft membership, and for a low monthly price, you are going to get, it includes the shipping, you'll get everything you need to make a craft. I say everything. You get the basic supplies to make a craft. Comes straight to your door in a nice little box. You get instructions step by step on the craft. You get also the chow part. You will get 1 or 2 recipes for a wonderful snack. All the recipes are family recipes that have been made in my home and tested by yours truly and her family. So you'll get that, because you gotta have a snack. You gotta have some chow when you craft, right? It's brain food, right? So you'll get that. You get to be part of our Craft and Chow community, our private Facebook group, where we share tips and tricks. We talk all things crafts. You'll get to be a part of that. And then also once a month, we actually go live on Zoom and we craft our project together, which is so much fun. It's a great group of friends just getting together and crafting, laughing. You're going to get some Jesus in there because, again, if you followed me for more than a minute, you know I love Jesus as well as arts and crafts. All right, let's make our little dot. So that is Craft and Chow in a nutshell. Oh, you also get a permanent coupon code for anything on the Ellie Grace's Etsy shop. So you can purchase any time of year anything in the Etsy shop for, I think it's 30% off. I'm not certain. It's a good little bit. But anyway, Craft and Chow is a lot of fun, and we have some really, really cute stuff coming up that we have planned out. We planned the year out ahead of time. So we're excited. It's going to be fun. Now the kit for this craft, it's not something that's really going to be listed on the shop. When I do, I'll post later today. Just message me if you want one. It's going to be first come, first serve because we only have a couple of kits available. $25, you can get everything that I'm doing today. That'll include the shipping, the paint, and a paintbrush. And the reason we started doing that, I have questions all the time about the crafts I do, and sometimes we actually give them away. But this one is actually for my porch, for Mardi Gras. But if it's something, sometimes I give them away just as a thank you for supporting us. If you sprinkle the video, we'll put you on the wheel and spin the wheel, and we'll give crafts away a lot of times. But I had several people inquire about my Mardi Gras banner and wanted to know how much it would be to buy one. And I'm like, well, I'm not, our primary business is wood signs. We do custom. You'll see I have several lined up right here that I'm going to be working on. We do custom hand-painted, handmade wood signs. Not really in the, I do this stuff for fun to share with you guys to show you how to do it. I'm not really in the Valentine banner making business, but I'm like, hey, I can get you the supplies. I can give you some instructions on what to do. You can certainly watch our video of where we made ours to see how to do it, and you could, have fun crafting in your house. And so it was a big hit. So we sold several of those kits. So I thought I'd do that for this Mardi Gras sign. And we're not going to do it for everyone as supplies are available. So again, if you'd like to have a kit with all the things to make this little craft delivered to your door, that'll be available. All right, we're almost done with our lettering, and then we're gonna embellish a little bit. I might go ahead and make the ribbon while our paint's drying. It doesn't take very long for your this lettering. It's not gonna take long at all to dry. It's acrylic paint, and it dries super fast. What's also cool, I'll tell you, is this little wood cutout. You can paint the back side too because of the design of it. If you wanted to put a different Mardi Gras design on the back. Now you won't be able to do a different holiday unless you do something. I'm going to use these Mardi Gras beads. That's going to be our hanger. So you kind of would have to put, if you want to put a different Mardi Gras message, maybe you want to put les bon temps roulés on the back, you can. But the last time I did this, we just used wire. In fact, you'll see, I don't know if you can see, it's got two pre-drilled holes here that I did to put wire. But we're not using wire today. I thought it would be fun to do the Mardi Gras beads. Which I have a whole Ziploc full of Mardi Gras beads. Growing up, it was fun. It was the thing, of course, because there was always a parade every year that we went to, a Mardi Gras parade. It was a big deal. It's certainly not like any of the parades in New Orleans because I lived in Southwest Louisiana, but it was still a big deal for our area. And it was the thing to, we would bring sacks, catch all the Mardi Gras beads we could. It was almost like at Halloween where you get all the candy and then you compare, you lay it out and see who got what. It was kind of like that where you just, get all the beads and then compare at the end of the night who got the prettiest, who got the biggest, who got the most moon pies and different candies. Let's see. So growing up, I had a big tin in my bedroom that was just full chock-a-block of Mardi Gras beads. And of course, when our big kids were little, our oldest two, of course, that's where we got our fine china from, because one of the other things that they would always throw every year was plastic cups. Just the novelty promotional cups with their business name on it, or Happy Mardi Gras, or it would have whatever on it. So that's where I got my, I say fine china kids wear, because you know, with kids you use plastic. So it was funny. I'd be like, y'all make sure y'all get the cups. Too funny. Those cups are great for kids wear, but they're also great for like backyard barbecues, that sort of thing. I do have matching glassware in my kitchen, just FYI, but I do have some plastic cups too to this day. Too funny. Fix that little letter right there. All right, just a couple more letters. We'll be done with this part. Yes, if you've never been to a parade and had a moon pie thrown at your head, are you really living? I mean, I don't know. My favorite part of the parade, of any parade, was always the marching band, because I love, love, love the drums. I wish I'd learned how to play the drums, but I don't know that it could happen because the Lord did not gift me with rhythm. I am uncoordinated, and that's an understatement. Oh my goodness. But I love the drums. It's my favorite part. I love the drum line. The drummer in any band was my favorite. And usually the drummer in most bands is the least recognized person. Everybody's all goo-goo over the lead singer. I was always the Tommy Lee girl or the Tito girl. Like, I loved the drummer. Love the drum line. So I always loved seeing the marching bands in the parade. All right, I'm just evening out my little letter here. Draw our exclamation point. All right, so we got our letters done. Happy Mardi Gras, y'all. And so we're gonna put that over here and let that dry just for a minute. What you need, bub?
I need help.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to just move on to something else, and I'll help you in just a second, okay?
And I'm also cold.
All right, go get a blanket or sweater, okay? All right, pardon me, friends. We have one home today with a little tummy ache, and he is doing some virtual schooling. All right. Oops, I just dropped my ribbon. Oh, I see it. All right, now we're gonna make our bow, because we're gonna put a bow at the top. Super easy. This is called a refab bow, and we are just going to cut some ribbon strips here. You certainly can measure them. I'm just eyeballing them. Okay, so I got polka dot burlap. Isn't that the cutest? And look at this Mardi Gras. This is what helped spur this, is I was digging for something else and found this in my ribbon stash, and I was like, oh, I forgot I had that. I think we need to use that. Now, your ribbons don't all have to be the same size. You can certainly vary them. Mine are going to be close to the same size. That's the rule. I need ribbon scissors. Material scissors. Mine are going to be close to the same size. So fun, this ribbon. Alright, I'm going to put that there. I've got this fun mustard yellow or gold burlap, so we're going to use some of this. We've got some pretty primary green. And my purple fell. It really fell. All right, so this is just, it's paper ribbon. I call it curly Q ribbon. And so we're going to use that. And what I did not get was twine. So hold that thought while I grab some twine here. Got some right here. All right. We're gonna use this to tie our ribbon together in the middle. I'm just going to cut off a good length of that. And we'll just have, I'm going to cut 3 or 4 of these just so I think we might curl one. Alright, move that over there. So now what we're going to do is just layer this bad boy together. Just going to kind of lay it crisscross pattern. And layer them. This one's kind of, well, all right, now we're gonna go with the gold. Then we'll go green. Actually, I think I'm gonna do the purple kind of in there. Kind of might have to start holding it down at this point. Then we're gonna do our green again. Then we'll do some more of the purple. Super easy. Now we're going to take this twine. That's going to be that's going to hold it together. We're just going to lay that across the top. We're going to grab the whole thing and flip it over. And in those two little, in the V's, we're going to pull, just tie this like we're going to pull it super tight. And it's okay if it bunches up, just tie it as tight as you can. It's okay if it bunches up because we are going to spread it out and fan it out and make it pretty in the end. So still get it as tight as you can, and then tie a good knot, a couple of knots in the back if you have room to do that. All right, so now you have this cute little bow, and now what we're gonna do is just kind of fan your pieces out. Now they don't all have to be wired, but I like at least the bottom piece to be wired because that kind of is your base for your bow. So then you just kind of fan it out. You can crinkle them up. Well, I said I was going to curl one of these, but I don't know if I'm going to curl it because I think it's pretty like that. So now we're just kind of shaping it how you want it, and you might even reshape it as you get it onto the your door hanger. So I think I'm thinking, hold on, let me move this twine out of the way. Got my glue gun hot. I'm just thinking I might use a piece because I have so much. I don't know if I want to put a piece of that on there. That might be pretty. Maybe I'll use the gold. Oh, the gold might be pretty. All right, I'm going to, I don't want to use these. Those are for ribbon. I'm going to cut this Mardi Gras necklace. And let's see, I think I'm going to do this and kind of wrap that around the center. Just kind of measuring it there. These are little jesters, little jester heads. So we're going to take our hot glue gun. I'm going to put a good little dollop right there in the center. We're just going to put this bad boy down. Just covering that twine. And now you don't have to use Mardi Gras necklace for this. You can use a smaller, like colored ribbon. You could certainly keep the twine. The twine is really cute, but you could use a decorative ribbon as well. I'm just kind of going to wrap this around and get my pieces in some glue. If your tails of your twine are too long, you can trim those certainly at this point as well. All right, that is really cute. There's our Mardi Gras bow. Isn't that sweet? Super sweet. And again, we can kind of fan this out. There we go. We're going to put that to the side though. Get this back over here heated up. And we are going to do our hanger. So just kind of have to take it, and I'm just going to I'm going to glue it on the back. So I probably need it to be about yay long. Just kind of eyeball it. The excess over there, don't throw it away. So I kind of just laid it out and measured it of how long I want it. So now that I have that, because you gotta have purple, green, and gold, those are the traditional Mardi Gras colors. And I'm just going to cut the other necklaces the same length. Actually, I'm going to do one longer to kind of layer them. Alright, so now we're going to take our sign, turn it over, and where those two holes are, I'm going to go kind of right above. I'm just going to put my glue right there for the first one. And we're just going to put a good little dollop of glue. do the next one. And you're gonna have to, you know, don't be stingy with the hot glue. All right. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna
All right, sweetie.
go.
All right. Have a good shift. All right, and so the second one, or the last one we're gonna do, is kind of, this was our longest one. So if you gotta kind of come on the side, that's okay. That was our teenager heading to work. You never know what you're gonna see on here live. We're real and life happens at Ellie Grace's, so and that's okay. It's the beauty of having your own business and working from home. All right, so just have to let that dry and it'll hold surprisingly well. So it'll hold the weight of this. So this is our hanger. Isn't that the cutest? It's got our traditional Mardi Gras colors, purple, green, and gold. So now we're gonna flip it back over and, oops, I think I want to use one of the little medallions off this green necklace to kind of cover up the hole that we have in the front. That's where the wire originally would have went. Do that. Now what I didn't do is embellish my lid as far as the lines and stuff. Let me do that real quick. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Get my black. I almost forgot. It won't take long though, friends. All right, we're just gonna go back into our black paint. Our letters are pretty much dry, so we're not gonna get anything done or anything on ourselves. And so I'm just gonna kind of outline my lid, just to kind of give it a lid shape. I mean, it's already got the shape, but we're just kind of detailing here. And then we'll just get a little bit more paint, maybe. And just kind of, you know, these kind of mimicking the ridges. I'll get it out in a minute on your mason jar lid. All right, and we're just gonna come down our jar. Actually, before we put the bow on and while that's drawing, I think I'm gonna draw some little color. I'm gonna put some color on here, so hang tight. I know I said we were almost done, but I just had a wild hair, which is how the best projects come about. All I'm doing is just kind of outlining our little sign. Putting a few dots in there just to kind of liven it up a little bit. This just gives it a little dimension. You could do the lines, you could do a straight line, you can add the dots, whatever you want to do. I just think dots are fun. All right. So all I did was add the little detail with the black up here, and I put some detail around the edges. I think, but how do y'all feel about diamonds? I might put some diamonds in there. Let's see, I'm just gonna put a little bit of purple. A little bit of green. A little bit of gold in our little palette right there. Washing a little bit bigger brush to use. And let's see if I don't get black on myself. Do I want polka dots or do it now? Okay. I think I'm just gonna draw little diamonds. Just to kind of go with our little jester guy that we got going on. Let's see. And we're gonna, I'm just eyeballing. Not measuring, I'm just freehanding some cute little diamonds in here to have a little bit more color on our project, because Mardi Gras is all about revelry, color, celebration of life. Alright, we're going to do one more. Purple. And then we'll rinse our brush and go on to green. Whoops, wrong brush. Grabbed the wrong brush. Alright. So if you guys want to join me in making a king cake, probably the beginning of February, I'll do it. What flavor, like my favorite is Bavarian cream, but what flavor would you want to see? Or a cream cheese, yummy, yummy. All right, let me see if I can do this without getting paint on myself. So just drawing or painting a simple diamond shape. In Mardi Gras colors. They're not uniform. Like I said, I'm just getting them freehanded. Can't really mess up a diamond. I mean, I guess you could, but all right. green, and we'll do our gold. And then we'll put our bow on, and we're gonna call this done, I think. I don't know, you never know, I might get inspired to add something else. But again, remember, if you wanna make this on your own, you certainly can. Hopefully this inspires you to make a Mardi Gras sign. But if you wanna make one exactly like mine, and don't wanna go get all the stuff, we are going to have a couple of kits available for $25. I'll send you everything that you saw me use here today, as far as paint, the cutout, the beads, and I'll even send you a paintbrush, the template for the words. There will be a few things like a glue gun, that sort of thing, scissors you'll have to provide, but other than that, you'll get the basic stuff to recreate this at home for $25. Just message me if you want one of those kits. There's only going to be a couple available. All right. So I just added some fun little diamonds to give it some color. Super cute. I might add some little accents to the diamonds later, but we're not going to do that right now. I will post a picture of the finished project. Everything seems to be dry up top. So what we've done so far is I had the mason jar cut out left over. If you want to do this at home, if you don't want to get the kit, but you want to do this at home, you can get, Hobby Lobby has cutouts. Walmart has wooden cutouts, I know for a fact. They may or may not have a mason jar. You can go onto Etsy and you can just type in wood cutouts and you'll have all kind of shops come up. And you can more than likely find, you know, they'll custom make you one. And to buy one from Etsy, it's gonna range, this is 12 inches, so that's usually around $5 to $8, give or take a little bit. So you can do that, or like I said, we'll have 2 kits available with all the supplies to make it. $25, that includes all the supplies and the shipping. So I started with this mason jar cutout. I painted the base white, painted the lid gray. I did paint both sides, so if you wanted to put a different Mardi Gras message on the back, you could. Then we sketched on these words, painted them black, put the black detail, just outlined it. I added diamonds. You could do polka dots, you could do whatever, or you could have left that part off. I just felt like I needed some more color. So, and then we took our Mardi Gras beads. We did, of course, purple, green, and gold, and those are that's what we're going to hang with. And then we took one of the little medallions to cover up, because this one came with pre-drilled holes for wire, but we did the Mardi Gras beads instead. So to cover up that hole, I didn't like it, so I just popped off or cut off a little piece and glued that on, and our bow's gonna go over here. So we're gonna glue that on right now. We're gonna call this cutie pie done. So I am, let me see where I want it. Oh, it's so cute. Do y'all ever just get really excited when you make something and you like it? I think I'm gonna move it a little bit higher. So I'm gonna put a good dollop of glue right there. And I'm gonna put this, stick this bad boy down. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Might take a minute to get our bow down. Y'all, all of this was inspired because I found this Mardi Gras ribbon in my ribbon stash. And I was like, I need a Mardi Gras door hanger. And then I was like, and then of course, from there, we need to make a king cake, because, yeah, gotta represent. Okay, are we dry? I think we're dry enough. All right, so here you have it. Mardi Gras door hanger. Is that not the cutest thing? Oh my goodness, I love it. So cute. And yeah, there's our Mardi Gras ribbon kind of hanging out in there. I might have to fan it a little bit more so you can see it. I might have to put some more glue though on this ribbon because I put that Mardi Gras bead on there. It's not even at the bottom. So yeah, now you can see a mask. How cute. Super cute. There you see a mask peeking out. Oops, I dropped my gold. So that's going to be super cute. February 16th is Mardi Gras. So sometime at the beginning of February, we will do a king cake. I can't promise I'll make it live, but I might do part of it live for you. I'll certainly taste test it live for you. And I'll share my homemade king cake recipe with you. It's super easy. It's not hard at all. So it's the next best thing to be in Louisiana. So hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. I certainly enjoyed it. Again, if you want to do this craft at home, I hope you do. I hope you come back and post a picture and let us see what you created. But if you want to do it and you don't want to take the trouble to get all the supplies together, remember we're going to have 2 kits available for you, $25 each. That includes all the supplies and the shipping, and we'll send it to you all ready to go. All you got to do is open the box and get to crafting. So I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great rest of the day. Until I see you again, happy crafting, friends. Bye.